Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay. We'll wait for 4 more minutes for others to join, then we'll start the session, people. We'll start the session, people. So, have you all watched this week 11 videos?
No, ma'am, not now.
Okay, fine. All right, people, then we'll have a summary session now. That is, so in week 11, they have mentioned about the preprocessor and the multi-file projects. Do you all know what is preprocessor? Any idea at least? What is preprocessor? You might have heard this in compiling a C programming and all, right? Okay, I'll tell you, people. So preprocessor is these are the source code, like the program will process before the compilation process. Okay. So before compiling, if I have to do any process, like if I have to modify anything or something, like preprocessor is nothing but if I'm adding some file to it, or if I'm adding some micros to the in the program. So those will be done first before compiling the program. Okay. Is that thing clear? So when I have to convert the C program to executable file, so before that, this pre-processing process will happen. Okay, pre-processing is nothing but before compiling, what are the head of like kind of pre-processor directives like macros or including any files. So you might have seen, no, in some programs you have like this hash define like this, hash def or hash define, all these things. You may have seen this, right? Let's say for pi value, you can just before itself you can just declare that pi is equal to 3.14. So whenever in the program, if you are calling this pi, this value will work. It's kind of initialization process, but we'll do it
Oh,
before.
yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is what we'll say it as a macros. Okay, it's like defining the constants, or you can just give the functions also by giving this if def, undef and all. We can just give the token values to it. Okay, so this is what is the pre-processor fix. Or if I have a file, if I have to include that file in one file to another, we can just do it before that, like next to this hash include header files. Okay, so we have some like predefined macros as well. We can just use it like max and all. Okay, similarly, let's say you have to add, you have to write a function for the add. How will you give the function? So we generally give a return type, right? First will be the return type, that is, let's say integer value. So int, then am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here, let's say I have to add a function. So we'll give the function name and then we'll give the parameters, right? And then we'll give a function like the curly braces to define where the function starts. Then we'll give it as int a comma int b like this. Okay. Then what I have to do? I have to return the added value. So I'll give it as return a plus b. This is how we'll write a function, right? For these single line functions and all, we can use this macros in such a way that I can give it as hash, okay, hash define, and we can give the function name as add of a comma b. And what I have to do, I have to give the returned value a plus b. So instead of writing the simple functions and all, instead of using this function, you can use this macros for addition, multiplication, these things. Okay. So we can pass the arguments, or if I have to define some value, I can do that also. If I have to give a single line function, that is also possible using the macros. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Similarly, we can give the file names also by giving, let's say I have stored a file name as c2.c. Okay. Now here I can give it after the header files and all, I can just give it as hash include and then the file name. What is the file name here? C2. So which means whatever
So,
I
ma'am,
have
it is
stored,
just same as define function, no? Like, what is
what?
like new in this?
See, let's say if I have to give a function, single line function and all, you can just define using these macros. So this process will be done before compilation process.
Okay, we don't have to write that complete function, just define it.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, okay.
So I just don't have to give every now and then. If I have some constant value throughout the program, I'm not gonna change. I can give it in hash define. Similarly, we can pass the parameter and we can write a single line functions also. Okay. And next is
So
the
this is
conditional.
macros.
Yes, macros. All these comes under macros.
Okay.
And we have a conditional compilation also. That also comes under this pre-processor. So conditional compilation in the sense of we are just saying that whether the define, let's say I'm defining hash define pi value. Okay. And then I'll give it as hash if def, which means if the pi value is defined, do some process. Then we'll give it as hash elif, that is similar to else if. Else if define as. So defined of, I can define the value, like whatever I have to do, I can define this. Okay. If pi is defined, do this process. Otherwise, I am giving an another macros to define it. Uh, that is like if this thing is defined, I can do this. If none of this is done, so I can define in between also. This is whether pi is defined. This is for if defined is given in the macros. Otherwise, we can give it as if and def. Okay. Here I am trying to define that. So if it is defined, use it. Otherwise, define this method here like that. Okay, the macro is not defined. So I'm saying if it is defined, use it. If it is not defined, define it here. Is it clear? You can use these things also. These are the conditional conditional compilation. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you can define a value here and then you can check as if def. If defined, do this process. Otherwise, I'm checking for the other things. Otherwise, you can give it as hash else also. This is for define, like checking whether it is defined and using it. I have a doubt whether it is defined or not. So for that, you can use if and def, which means if defined, use the defined one. Otherwise, use the below defined process. Like this also you can use. So this also comes under the preprocessor. So preprocessor includes this macros and the single line function things. And then it also that is file in, and then we can just give the file inclusion like these things. And also we have this compilation. Okay, conditional compilation. All these things comes under the preprocessor. Any doubt in these things, people?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So macro expansion and preprocessing that includes define, hash include, and headers. Okay. So yeah, this is what I have given. So hash define absolute of x. That is, this is a small single line function, right? If the x value is less than 0, which means we have to take it as a minus of minus, right? So if the x value is less than 0, take it as minus of x. So already it's a minus value, take it as plus. If it is already a plus, take it as such. Okay. And then parameterized one. So if I have to define that, what I can give is hash define of max of a comma b, and then I can just give whatever the value to be passed. Okay. And next is the hash include. So as I mentioned here, you can just give the file name. Let's say hash include whatever the file name is given, you can include. So you have already a file, C file. I'm just trying to use that file here. Okay. And next is your conditional conditional compilation. Hash if def and if and def and all these things. Okay. And next is the multi-file projects. Okay. So here in multi-file projects, we are trying to use like we are trying to do this refactoring thing. Okay. That is, they have clearly mentioned that we have to separate out the common code into the function so that I can call the functions every now and then. Instead of like, what is the usage of the function? Same way. Okay. And similarly, separate out the common functions to the library things, which clearly includes this reusability thing. Okay. So generally, we have a source file that is used in C program, and then I'm trying to give that as a file here, like trying to give that as a what you can say in the header, and then I'm just trying to use that as a source file. For example, let's say I have a file name as okay, only the math files. So what I can do is I can store that file as a header file, which means .h. So I can just use this hash define and all those things, and then I'm storing that file as file.h, which means I'm trying to use that as a header file. Okay. So in the other file here we have used the C2, right? Same way I can use it as hash include this file name .h. and then I can create a C file, and then I can compile that C file. From there, I can be able to use all the things. Is it clear? For example, let me just open the Visual Studio Code here. Is my screen is visible, people?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay. I'm resharing
Yes,
again.
ma'am.
Now it
Now
has.
it is. Now it
Oh,
is.
fine, fine, fine. So I'm just creating a one more file here. Okay. So here I'm trying to give it as hash. Uh, okay, let me just give it as define pi is equal to 3.14, and then I'm giving as hash define add of um, a comma b. Here I'm giving as a plus b, and then I'm just giving one more thing, that is hash if and if. I'm just giving the name as math underscore uh, u. Okay, so that's it. So inside which I'm trying to give it as if and if, and then we have to define it, right? So I'm giving hash define, and we can give it as math underscore u, and here we can give it as int multiply of int a comma int b. So what it has to return is yeah, this is fine. So I can store this as um, math underscore u dot c. Okay, fine. I have saved it. If and if everything is fine. No? Okay, this is the header file I have created. So I'm creating a one more file here, that is new text file. Okay, so here I'm going to give it as hash include. What I have to include here, this math. Okay, it has to be stored as a header file, right? But I have stored as, okay, I have to resave it. Okay, here I'm storing it as .h file. Okay, .h. That's it. Now it has become a header file. So now I have to include this header file here. That is math underscore u dot h. Now this header file is included here, and here I can give it as int multiplication of int a comma int b. And here I'm giving the return function as a into b. Okay, fine. So now this is has to be defined as it has to be a C file, right? So here I have to give it as a C file. So math underscore u dot C file. Okay, that's it. Now I have to use this H file here as the header. That is hash include. This is what we need to use here. So first I have to create a header file using the macros. And then if it is not defined, I'm just using the definition here. And we can give it in the header file here. Okay, so here what I need to give, I have to just give it as int main of, sorry, int main of. And here I'm giving us printf quotation, percentile d backslash n comma. I can just give it as mul of 6 comma 10. Okay, that's it. And then as it's int main, we have to give it as return 0. Okay, so now GCC space. How will you compile the code here? GCC space, give our file, and then we have to give it as. So here comes this. We have to compile all these codes, right? So what I have to give it is GCC. We are using the C file here. So C space. So what is the name of the file I have given here? It's code underscore 11. So code underscore 11.c space output file has to be C11. Okay, dot O file. So here it shows some error. So that is white space after macro name. Let me execute this again. Okay, now there is no errors. So now what I have to do, I have to compile this .c file. So for which also we have to give the same thing, but just by changing its name. Hmm. Math underscore u.c. So here I can just give it as mu.o. So this is also converted. Next, what I have to do, I have to um run this all these files, that is GCC space code underscore 11.o file, that is executable file, and main mu.o file. Then I have to give us output file has to be my. Code, okay, it has to be C underscore 11, right? C11. That is what is the name I have given, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, C11 is the name I have given. Yeah, now we have got this executable file. So this is how you can be able to get the output. So first I have to create a normal C file above which I'm just using the header file. So for header file, I'm just using the macros. So as I have given it like a function, I have to define this function in the another C file, and which means I'm just trying to expand its method here. Okay. So this is how you can be able to use this macros, this, sorry, multiple project files. Okay, so I have two or more files and just trying to compile, like I'm creating a header file at somewhere, and then I'm creating a .c program, and then I'm trying to compile all these things together. So I have just created only for the multiplication. You can do it for the all the arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, and multiplication and all. Okay, and then you have to use the GCC commands to compile it together as a single file. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So
Then
you
so
have
like,
Mhm.
what will be the like exam pattern of like final exam?
Final exam. What?
Like fine, there is final exam on 21st December. No?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
In term,
what will be its pattern?
you'll have
Same as quiz one.
MCQs. Yeah, yeah. You'll have MCQs, NATs, MSQs, and all those things.
Okay, ma'am. And course will be from week 1 to week 11. No?
Yeah, yeah. All the weeks.
Okay.
OPP is different, but here you'll have only like MCQ, MSQ, and NATs, not like programming one. Like you don't need to write the program, but you should know what will be the output and all those things, like quiz one and quiz two. Oh, sorry, well, it's like quiz one.
Okay, ma'am.
All right. So you all know, right, how the compilation process in C works?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. What is the compilation process?
Conversion into machine code.
Machine code
First,
in binary language and then it decodes it,
yeah,
runs.
first process will be like pre-processing, right? Which means handling these directors like hash include macros and conditional compilation, and all those things will be done. Next comes so there it will change it into .i extension. Okay, in the pre-processing. Next, like commands will be removed. All those will happen in pre-processing. Then comes this compilation process. Okay, so here it will be stored as like the output will be like a assembly level code, and here it will be as .s extension, and the assembly level code to the object code, that is .o extension. Then comes the linking. So linking in the sense of like we have library functions, right? If I have to do input and output, so for which I need a stdio. So those things linking will happen in the next stage. That is the header files and all. At last, it will give it as a executable file as .exe file. Okay. So for compiling, we'll
Okay, ma'am.
use these things. First will be like GCC space. Will just give us -c and then the file name. You can just give it as a dot out, or you can just give it as hello alone to compile that. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
And then we can just give it as a make file. So make file is nothing but we'll have directories to make different things. Like if I have to like what I have, what are the variables I have to define, and if I have anything to build the executable file, like what is the rule to be done from source code to the object code. Those things we can do, and we can create a make file for each program also. Okay. So what are the programs needed? We can just use it as a make file. So this is all about the week 11 people. And do you have any doubt so far?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So if you have no doubts, you can leave people, or if you have any doubts, we can continue with that session.
And like I want to ask something like weightage of all the weeks will be same or not?
Yeah, it will be of same.
Okay. And ma'am, from when revision will start?
Uh, by Saturday, they'll start with the revision sessions.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, actually, I have some doubt in like file handling questions.
Okay, what's your doubt?
Like how to like write and read and write a file.
So 1 minute, I'll just share my screen.
Yes, ma'am.
I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So this is how you have to do for the file people. So first thing is, let me just minimize this. Okay, so first I have to create a file pointer. Then I have to open a file in the writing mode. So what does mean by that writing mode? Which means what are the things need to be given in writing mode? Which means I'm trying to
Means to
write the,
write the data.
yeah, which means I have to
Yeah.
give the print statements. Okay.
Write mean it will first clear the file or first create, or if the file
Exactly.
exists it will clear.
Yeah, it will rewrite it. It's not
Yeah,
like
yes, ma'am.
the whole.
That's what I am saying. Like, first of all, if the file didn't exist, it will create,
Mm,
and then if it already exists, it will rewrite everything. Like, it
yes,
will create, all old data will be cleared.
yes, yes. All the old data will be cleared and it will create like a new file. Okay. If I'm opening it in the write mode, sorry, read mode, what will happen?
It will read line by line only.
Yes. So which means I have to scan the files. So we'll have a F scanner. And there is one more mode as append. What does mean by append?
It will add the, like, if we want to write anything, but it will write next to that previous data. Like, it will, whatever information is in the file, it will continue from the after it.
Yes, perfect. So actually what will happen here is there already exists a file and there already exists a data as well. I'm not going to overwrite it. I'm going to add it to the previously existing file, which means there are 11 lines were already there. Now I'll add from the 12th line. It is like that.
Ma'am, what is
Already
that
11
overwrite mean? It will
overwrite
write.
means like it will clear all the data. Let's say there were 11 lines in that file. It will clear all the data and it will start writing like a fresh one. That is what
Okay.
is overwriting. Append in the sense of already 11 lines are existing. Now I'm going to write, which is like a 12th line, not like the first line. In case of
Yes.
write mode, it will write from the first line. Like whatever the already data exists, it will clear everything and it will start writing from the first. But append is like already there exists. I'm trying to add next to the
Yeah,
other
we can
things.
edit the data.
Yeah, it's like editing. And
Okay.
write is also an edit, but it's like erasing it and editing it
It
completely.
is
But
all the previous data, and we can write a new data only.
yeah, that is the difference between the write and append. So we
Okay.
also
Yes.
have the A plus, R plus, and W plus. R plus is read and write. W plus is also read and write. And A plus means append and read. Is these things clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, what will be
Yes,
for
ma'am.
binary? I thought it is for binary.
No, no, no. These are for the normal text files. For binary, you have to add B to it. RB,
Okay,
WB,
okay.
and AB, which is for binary files, dot bin files.
RB plus or only RB?
No, no. Like there are six modes, right? One is only RB, and then only WB, and then AB. and there comes these three things.
Okay.
It is similar to the text files. In text files, what will we do? We'll just give it as RWA. Also, we have R plus, W plus, and A plus.
Yes,
This is
ma'am.
for the text files, these 6 modes, and these 6 modes are for binary files.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, any other doubt, people?
No, ma'am. This is what I have doubted. Now I understood.
Okay. Can we discuss the like practice assignment questions, people?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, week 11?
Yeah, week 11 practice assignments.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. This, is my screen is visible, people?
Yes, ma'am.
Lagging, ma'am. Yeah, it is now visible.
It's now visible, right? Okay.
Yes.
So the first question is, I have to, which of the following is a default storage class of a variable declared inside a function or a block in C language? What will be the answer for this? Which is the default storage class?
Dynamic.
Static.
Static is not a default one, right?
Dynamic, ma'am.
Dynamic is also
Ma'am,
like,
static.
see, static means if I give static int I equal to 1, next time until the program ends, its lifetime will start, right? So we have to explicitly give it a static, right?
Yes.
Then
Then I don't
Extern, ma'am. Maybe.
know. Maybe.
okay, so extend is like we have to give it as an extend. Its initial value will be taken as 0. Static also same. Its initial value will be taken as 0. So extend is also like its lifetime will be till the end of the program. Okay, but here they have said it has to take it as a default one. So default is nothing but this auto.
Last
Okay,
but not the least, yes.
all right.
First.
Yeah. So answer will be here as an auto. And here is the next question. Which of the following storage classes initialize the variables with the value 0 if it is not
So,
initialized explicitly?
so auto auto means it will automatically switch according to the code between
Yeah. It
dynamic
is
or
like,
dynamic.
it's not like dynamic. There are only 4 storage classes: auto, extend, static, and register. Okay. Register is the sense is like in CPU register, it will store that variable. Okay. So
Okay.
once the block is over, it will, its scope is only within that block. Okay. And next is like static. Static is until the end of the program, its lifetime will be there. It initially, as I mentioned earlier, it initializes its value to be of 0. And next is of extend, that also initializes to 0, and its scope is also till the end of the program. And auto is nothing but it will take it as a garbage value, and its storage will happen in the stack, and its scope is also
Okay.
within the block. So auto, static, and register scope is within the block only.
Okay, ma'am.
Got it?
Yes.
Fine. So here, which are the storage classes initialize the variables within the value 0? That is extend and
External.
static.
External.
Yes. Okay. Select all the valid preprocessor directives. So hash define we can give. Then
Include.
Include.
no, okay, hash include perfect. Then hash if and def. If f, do you remember I have told, right? If and def, all these things. Elif, and okay, we don't use end and if and end do things. We'll use if, elif, and else only. Okay, so only these three will be the answer. Here, which of the following is a predefined macros? Date is also a predefined macro. File is also,
And
time is also.
all of the above means.
Yes, all of the above. What is the primary difference between the if and if def? What is meant by if def?
If define,
Yes. So what it will actually do?
it is like a statement or if else statement. If we defined any statement before or any condition like that.
It will check for the existence of the macros, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So here we have which are the options will match. If def checks if a macro is defined. No, it will check for the existence of it. Okay. So if includes code based on the condition, and if and if def checks for the existence, that is for sure. If will check for the existence of a macro, no, right? The answer can be either one or two. Okay, because they have given that if def includes code based on the condition. No, this is not possible. They said it is a interchangeable. That is also not possible. Now we have to check A or B.
B.
So yeah, they are saying here. They are saying that if checks for the existence. No, if will not check any existence, right? It will check only based on the conditions. If def only checks for the existence. So option B will be the correct here.
Okay.
Okay. So which of the following statements, I mean, choose the correct statement about the following hash defined statement. Hash defined ABC 100. So which is the template here and which is the expansion here? Expansion means it's values, we can say. Template is its method name kind of thing. So or variable name kind of thing. So what will be the answer here? So 100 is the expansion, right?
Okay. Ma'am, I did not understand the question. That means
Okay, here they have given us AB hash defined ABC 100. We have to say which is a expansion and which is a template. Expansion means we have some variable, I have to expand it. Or you can say we have a function name, I'm just giving what it has to do. That is the expansion. So generally followed by the template, we have the expansion there.
okay. So 100 will be expansion here.
Yes. So ABC is the template. Similarly, if they have given us hash define max of a comma b, and they are giving a is greater than b, or let's say I'm giving us add a comma b, very simple thing, and I'm giving a plus b. So this will be the template, and a plus b will be the expansion.
Okay.
First is template, followed by that expansion will happen. So here consider the following C program. Okay, so we have to calculate the value of it. They have clearly mentioned pi value has to be considered as 3, and R value is 5. So what will be the answer here?
R value
5
is
in
5. 5 into
yes.
3 into 5 into 5. Yeah.
Yes, 5 5 are 25, 25 into 3.
3. Yes. 553. Yeah.
No, 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 no. I'm saying is, what is the value of
75.
5 is 3? 3 into 5 into 5. What is the value?
75.
Yes, that will be
Yeah.
the value here. I
75.
tried typing the symbols, it's not working. That's it. Okay,
Okay.
fine. So here is the next one. So if and def is given, what is meant by if and def?
Ma'am,
If
it is
defined,
defined that, yeah, define that maximum size is 10 of that.
yeah. So before that, they have given us maximum size is 5. So how it will work?
Maximum size is 5 and maximum. I'm two typed. Okay. So it will show the numbers between 5 and 10.
No, 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 no. So first it will check if and def. If defined, use it. Otherwise, define the value as 10. That is
Okay.
the meaning, right? If and def. If def means it will check whether it is existing or not. If and def means if existing, use the existing. Otherwise, below is the
Uh,
creating macro.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So what will be the answer here then?
5.
Yes. And here is the next one. So macros 1 of A comma B. 5 minus 5 comma 4 plus 2. So what will be the output?
6.
How it is 6?
Printed value, ma'am.
I didn't understand.
Correct. You asked na 5 minus 5, comma 4
Okay.
plus 2. So 5 minus
Mhm.
5 is 0 and 4 plus 2 is 6.
Okay. Any other answer, people?
Ma'am, your screen is white.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm checking it. I think there is a network issue. How about
Yeah.
No,
now?
no, no. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. Now,
It
now,
is
now,
clear.
perfect.
Someone says 0, ma'am.
0.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some in a comment, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Any other answer, people? Just keep guessing it, no?
Ma'am, again, it's white. Your screen is.
White.
Yeah. Nothing. Now it
Okay.
is.
Yes, any other guess? Okay, I'll give you a hint here. So, what is given here? What is the A value here?
A value is 5
Mm.
5 minus 4, 5
and B value is 4. So 5 into
No, no,
4.
no, no, no.
ma'am,
What is
A
the A
is
value?
5 minus 5.
Yes. So we
Okay.
have in while taking macros, we have to take it as 5 minus 5 only. We should not expand or we should not what you can say.
Solve.
You should
Okay.
not solve it. Okay.
Yes.
So how you should take here is 1 minute. I'll just use my pen. So I have to use in such a way that what is the A value here?
0.
5 minus 5.
Yeah. 5
They
minus 5.
haven't given the expansion. Okay. Multiplied by 4 plus 2 plus what is A value again? 5 minus 5
0.
divided by 4 plus 2.
2 plus 2. Okay.
So now you have to solve it based on the
This
which rule?
condition. Yeah.
Yeah, you need
Using
to use the Bodmer's, right?
Badmo's rule. Yes, Badmo's.
Yes, on using Bodmer's, what will you get here?
Yeah, first we will divide and then multiply, then add, then separate.
Yes, exactly. First, we have to do the multiplications and divisions.
Yeah.
Later, you need to do the addition process. Is it clear, people?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, what will happen here is 5 minus
5 into
5
4
4 are
plus 2.
20 plus 2 plus 5 minus 5 by 4 plus 2. Okay. What is 5 by 4 will get?
1.25.
Okay. So, we'll take it as a 1, right? Plus 2.
Yes. So now
Yeah.
we
So,
will
now we have.
addition and subtraction
Mm-hmm.
left. So we will first add and then subtract.
Yeah, we can just do it like 5 minus 20, we'll get it as minus 15, plus
Yeah.
2 plus 5 minus 1 plus 2. So again, we have here we'll get it as minus 10, right? Minus 10 minus 1 plus 4, right? Which means minus 11 plus 4. What is the value?
Yeah. Minus 6.
No, no, 7, right?
Yeah. 7 because it is 11. Okay. Yes.
It's 11.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So we'll have it like 11 minus 4, nothing but 7. So here the value will be like minus 7. Is that
Yes.
clear, people? So here I have to write it as minus 7. Is it
Your
clear? In case of
screen
macros,
is,
what happened?
ma'am, your screen is removed.
Oh,
In time
one
it
minute.
yeah, it is unable to.
Maybe. Yeah. Now my screen is visible, right?
Yes.
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 Okay. So here I have to give it as minus 7. So here comes the next one. So they have given us sum of a comma b is a plus b itself. And they have given us pure OD of a
Product.
product of a comma b is equal to a into b. And here they have called as print int, which means print int of whatever the parameter they have given. We have to give it as percentage s is equal to percentage d. And then we have to take that a and we have to solve it in the integer way. Okay. And then print int 2 of a means we have to just print it just like that. Is it clear? So again, they are using the what you can say. They're using the macros here.
What
So
does that macros do? Can you?
yes.
Yeah. What that micro do?
So here what we need to do is we have to take the first print int, right? So print int of what is given sum of product of. So first we have to take a product of a minus b comma b minus c. So what is a minus b here?
1 minus 1
Hmm.
and b minus a is plus 1,
Yes.
and so it will give a plus b is equals to 0.
A minus b is a is 4 and b is 5, right?
Yeah, ma'am. Plus 1 and minus 1 we get, and when we add them we will get 0.
Multiplication, right? Minus 1 into plus 1 because it's product.
Product. Okay.
Yeah. So for minus 1 into plus 1, we'll get it as minus 1, right?
Yes.
Then we have this minus 1 comma a plus b. What is a plus b?
A plus b.
9.
Yes, 9.
So we have to take it as -1 plus 9.
Yes.
So what will be the answer here is 8, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so here we have two options as a 8, either A or D. So which could be the valid option?
Ma'am, D.
Because we have
Sum and product same.
no. We need the output of the first line of the program, right?
And the first line.
Mm-hmm.
So it will not print that statement of sum and product.
So we need the statement, right? So statement will be printed. So the
Yeah.
answer would be like
Fourth.
this one, right? Fourth
Yeah.
one. Because we need the statement, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Array, 1 minute. So it's
Ma'am,
done. It's
I think
yeah.
can
I
you
think like 8.
calculation?
Because we have straight away did it, no? But generally, what we need to do here is we have to substitute just like that, no? Like in the previous question.
Yes, ma'am. -16 is the answer.
Yeah, 1 minute. We'll just calculate again. So what I need to calculate here is similar to the previous one. That is A minus B is
Is
4 minus 5
-1.
into, we have to give it as 5 minus 4.
4. Yeah. +1. +1
So
into
which means we get it as
-1.
4 minus 5 5 are 25 minus 4.
+4.
Plus 4 minus 25 minus 4, right? So this is for the product.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Then +4 +5
Yeah. Okay.
because
So
of
ma'am,
some.
we apply here Badmas rule.
So we'll get this
Ma'am,
4 minus 25 minus 4 is already we are getting as plus 4 minus 4 gets cancelled. So minus 25 will be the answer. Then we'll substitute as minus 25 plus 4
4.
plus 5, right?
Yes. So
Yes,
4
ma'am.
plus 5
Ma'am,
is 9. 9
ma'am,
plus
-16 will be the
25.
answer.
Yeah,
So
minus 6.
minus 16 will be the answer, right?
Yes.
Because we have to substitute like this. So minus 16 in the sense of, then this B will be the answer. Because we should not, so in macros here only we learned that we have to substitute in such a way that it has to be substituted just like that. We should not solve it in case of macros. Okay. So what will be the second
In
line
case
out?
of Microsoft, we have to use that Badmas rule
After that we have to apply the Bodmer's rule and all.
because
We
ma'am,
should not.
here you are you here and because of you we identified that answer is not 8, it is -16. But during
Yeah,
the paper,
yeah.
how can we identify that?
Actually, here you have to make sure that if it is macros, we have to substitute the value as such. We should not solve it before substituting. Generally, in the functions and all, we'll solve it and we'll substitute it. But in macros, we have to substitute it just like that, and then we have to use Bodmer's rule to do all the process. Is it
Okay.
clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So, in the second option, what we need here, what will be the output of the second line then?
Ma'am,
Screen.
your screen is not.
Screen.
Yeah.
Array,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
By mistake,
ma'am,
I have pressed the wrong one. Yeah, here they have given us what will be the output of the question number, line number 2. In line number 2, they have mentioned as just print A. So whatever is the statement, we have to print it, which means like here they have given a hash A, so we have given whatever is given as such in the print statement. But here they have given us A, which means we have to solve it like A minus B into B minus A plus B that we have to give. Output what we have got here? 16, right? Minus 16. So this will be
minus.
the output. Okay. So here is the next question. I think few more questions. Okay. Here is the next question we have. Int array of 1, 2, 3, 4 values were given, and then we have it like hash defined sum of a comma n, and a is the array and n is the number of elements in it. That is, here we have 4 elements, and here what they are trying to do, they are trying to add all the elements, right?
Yes.
So here the question is, the above program output is 10, which means they are trying to add all the elements. So what has to be passed in the print statement to get this output is the question.
Total.
What total has to be given? Here what is the parameter used? A hash hash. A is what?
Array.
So
Array.
what is the name we need to use here?
Array total.
Array total.
Yes, array underscore total is the name we need to use here. Is that clear, people?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes.
Why should we use the array? Yeah.
Because here they have given us whatever is the name we have given. A is the array name given, right? So we have to give here also as array underscore total to use. So after using, I'll obtain the answer in array underscore total.
Okay.
Array is the name of the array here, right?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
That's why. If they have given here as ARR, then here in the print statement, I have to give it as ARR underscore total, like that.
But
Okay.
array is in not a print format, no, ma'am. Only the percent d means the integer value.
Integer value, yes, because we are trying to give it in the macros, right? So sum of a comma n will return that value. We are using that. What is the usage of this macros? I can define any variable there. I can use it there, right? From there, I can use it throughout the program. No? For that, I'm using it.
Okay.
So based on the array name, we can use it here. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Alright. So here is the next question. So assume utils.c has the function name util1. So they have a utils.h. So def main, okay. So here they have given hashtag endif. Okay, we have to select all the ordering that will make main.c compile successfully. Okay, so here which line has to come first? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Elif is the fifth line, sixth line is this one. If and def is the sixth line. Okay. So hash endif is the first line, this is second, this is third, and this is of fourth, fifth, and sixth. So which will be the correct ordering for this? Here we need to use if def or if and def. Yes.
Question is
If
wrong.
def.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ma'am,
see, this is the
can you
question,
please?
people.
Okay.
So here they have given assume utils.c is the below function. Okay, in that they have a util1 function. That is, these are the util.c function. Okay, and here they have included the utils.h function. So now I have to use these 6 lines to order it to make this main.csi executable file.
Yeah.
But
So
ma'am,
how
there
do
are
we get the number of
uh,
See, that's
lines?
what
okay,
I said.
okay.
Endif
Number.
is first, void is second, if def is third line, hash define is 4, elif is fifth, if and def is sixth.
If and if is 6.
Okay. So here we need to use if and def or if def.
Um,
If then f. Then f.
Yes, if and def we need to use because if it is defined, use the defined one. If it is not defined, we have to define the util one. So sixth will be the first.
Yeah.
Okay. After that, what
yes.
I need to use?
If def.
No. If and def is used, right? Then what is the point in using if def? So that line is not at all required. Okay, we can see the options as well. Either I'll get first or the last one, or both can also be the possibility. Okay, so now we'll check by the options. So after if it is not defined, what I have to do, I have to give it as void utils of, then I have to define it, right? That is
Yes.
hash define utils underscore h, and then I can give it as end if. This is one option. Second thing, what I can do is hash define and straight away define the utils underscore h, and then I can give void utils, and then I can stop the process also. So 6421 is also the answer. 6241 can also be the answer.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so these two can be the answer here. Is that clear? Okay. So this is the make file. Consider the below make file, all colon main and main.c. Okay, GCC main.c is given. So select all the statements about the above file. So they are doing main 1, main 2, and then debug. So make debug will create a binary named debug in a debug mode, and make main will create a binary named main, and make will create a binary named main, and make main 2 will create a binary named main 2. All right. So here, what will we get after doing the make file? So make debug, let's say, make debug will create a binary named debug in debug mode is given. So will it create a debug mode file here? No, right? Debug will create all these things will create either the bin file only. Okay, because we are using it as a .o or .c. Mostly all this make file will create a executable format, object file and then the executable formats. So debug mode is not at all the answer. Then make main will create a binary named main is given. So make main will create make main, yeah, okay, main dot c, yeah, that is creating a, at last what we have given, like hyphen o of output file has to be the, like the main file, it has to created in the name of main. So that can be the possibility. Make main will create a binary name main, that can be the possible answer. Then make will create a binary name at all what we have given as main. So third can also be the answer. Second and third are answer as of now. Main 2 is creating main 2 or main hyphen new. What it is creating at the end?
Main,
Main hyphen new, right?
main hyphen new.
Yeah, but here it is given as main 2. So this is not the possible. Only these two can be the possible answers.
Yes.
Okay. And here is the last question. Consider the make file given in question 14. If the function dot h is changed, what are the targets that will compile again? So function dot h. So here we have function dot h, which are the files. Okay. In main 2, we are using this function dot h, right? As a source file. And in debug also, we are using the function dot h. In main and all, we are not using it. So what will be the answers here?
Main and debug.
Main 2 and debug, right?
Yeah, main 2 and debug.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Any other doubt, people?
And this topic, last questions topics are little more difficult for me. So what should
Because
I do for that?
okay, you can just try using the makefile. As I mentioned earlier, makefile is to say the rules for what are the header files are there, how to compile all the file into a single file. Which means, let's say I have different files for, like I have main.h. I have like you remember like in Visual Studio I have created as utils.h and math underscore utils.c, and then I have created the code underscore 11.c. Now I have to compile all three. So for that, what I did, GCC space C hyphen and what are the files to be executed. So first I have tried creating the object code for first code.c, and then I have tried creating it for the other files and all, right? So instead of doing it separately, in the make file, you can give all these rules inside it and you can just run as make.
Okay.
So if you try making using that, no, you'll understand these questions clearly then.
Okay,
Nothing
ma'am.
but I'm just instead of giving like that comes under this multi-file projects. I have to run multiple files. Instead of compiling each and every file, I'm combining it as a make file and I'm running the make file. There I'm giving what are the rules to be done and all. Okay.
Okay.
All right. If you have
Okay,
any
ma'am.
doubts, you can ask.
No, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, all right,
Thank
ma. Thank
you.
you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.